Your energy field is a loaded weapon, and you're pointing it at yourself. Every time you betray your gut just to be liked, you pull the trigger. And the worst part, you don't even know you're doing it, because no one ever taught you how powerful you really are. They taught you how to please, how to survive, how to blend in, but not how to command energy, not how to protect your field, not how to stop mistaking anxiety for alignment. Right now, your energy isn't missing. It's misfiring. Firing backwards at your goals, your health, your self-worth. Not because you're broken, but because you're broadcasting a frequency you never meant to choose. And the world, it's just responding to that. This video isn't about positive thinking. It's not about tips or hacks. It's about war. The silent kind. The kind you fight every day inside your own body without knowing your power's been weaponized against you. But that ends here. Because once you learn how to hold your energy, you stop explaining. You stop chasing. You stop leaking into lives that never deserved your field. You stop firing at yourself and start aiming at reality. Where attention goes, energy flows. And you can't see it, but you've probably felt it your whole life. That shift in a room when someone walks in. The way your stomach drops before something bad happens. The way people can drain you just by talking to you. That's not intuition. That's your energy field. And it's constantly in flux. Every thought you think, every emotion you repress, and every environment you enter feeds, distorts, or amplifies it. But the system was never built to show you this. You were trained to ignore the energetic layer of reality. Why, you ask? It's because when you understand how it works, you become uncontrollable. From a scientific angle, your energy field is electromagnetic. Your heart emits an electromagnetic field that radiates several feet outside your body. This field has a measurable impact on your surroundings. Your brain sends electrical signals that can sync up with others. This is why emotions are contagious. Why you walk into a tense room and feel it instantly, even before anyone speaks. Why being around anxious people makes you start overthinking. Do you ever feel drained after a conversation, even though nothing was wrong? That's your energy field interacting with theirs. Science calls it entrainment, your body literally syncing with the dominant frequency in the room. This is not a belief. It's measurable. It's real. And it's happening all the time. From a quantum perspective, the observer effect proves that your awareness alone changes the outcome. The observer effect is a proven quantum phenomenon. Particles behave differently when they're being observed. Your attention, the act of noticing, literally changes the outcome of an event. This means your awareness isn't passive, it's creative. Ever feel like when you really focus on a goal or a person, they show up? Or how when you stop checking your phone, they text? That's not magic. That's energy following attention. It's the same principle behind prayer, intention, or manifestation. Focused awareness changes the field. And from a metaphysical standpoint, your energy field is the signature of your soul. It's your past, your potential, and your power center all in one. This is the layer most people ignore, but it's the deepest one. Your energy field isn't just waves or signals. It holds your emotional history, your beliefs, your desires, and your vibrational truth. It's why two people can walk into a room and only one gets noticed. Why some people feel safe the second they enter your space, and others trigger you even if they're being polite. Ever met someone and instantly felt like you've known them forever? That's not coincidence. It's your fields remembering what your mind doesn't. Energy carries memory. It's your spiritual fingerprint. But here's the real thing. Your energy field memory is programmable. And the people in power have known this for centuries, so they programmed you. Through language, through trauma, through repetition. Now it's time to take your energy, your life force back. But mastery doesn't happen in theory. It happens through repetition, awareness, and deliberate interference. It's about strategy, because your energy field follows patterns. And once you master these following 3 pillars, I promise you can and will reshape those patterns for good. You can't fix what you won't face. The first step to power is knowing where your energy is bleeding and why. Most people walk around with open tabs in their field. Past wounds, toxic relationships, hidden guilt. But you're not most people. We'll start by mapping your field. Who drains you? What habits numb you? What thoughts spike your energy? What environments make you feel like you're shrinking? Use a daily energy log. Track your moods, thoughts, and interactions. Pattern equals portal. Every repeated emotional pattern leads you to the source code. Try this. Close your eyes and ask, where am I leaking power? The first answer you get is the one your rational mind has been trained to ignore. Listen to it. But be cautious, because energy bleeding feels different for both men and women. The way your energy leaks isn't one size fits all. It's shaped by your biology, your conditioning, and the archetypal patterns you carry. Let's break this down, because if you don't know how your leak feels, you won't know how to stop it. For men, when your energy bleeds, it shows up as mental fragmentation. You get locked into loops, overthinking, overanalyzing, performing, fixing. You feel pressure to provide, to prove, to produce. And when you're not in motion, you feel like you're failing. But here's the truth. Power doesn't come from constant output. It comes from energetic alignment. Most men overlook this, or they got taught wrong. See, when your actions aren't tied to intention, your energy field scatters. That's when you lose control, quietly, invisibly, and over time. So how do you fix it? Anchor into one clear intention per day, just one. Stop multitasking. Every open tab drains you. Move your body with purpose. Lift something, run, punch the air if you have to. Physical clarity equals energetic clarity. And above all, make time for silence. If you don't create it, your energy will eventually force it. For women, it's completely different. When your energy is bleeding, it often shows up as rushed intuition. You feel something is off, but you override it because you don't want to be difficult, don't want to overthink, or don't have time. But here's the truth. You can't be in your full power and be in a rush as a woman. Your feminine energy thrives in stillness, slowness, and inner listening. When you're constantly shifting roles, adapting, people-pleasing, or silencing your inner knowing, you're literally bleeding energy from your core. So how do you fix that? Trust the first feeling you feel. How your body reacts, for example. Say no before you have to explain yourself. Slow down, even if it makes other people uncomfortable. The moment you stop betraying your own pace, your field starts repairing itself. Now to the second pillar. How to cleanse your energy field and release contamination. Energy can't lie, but it can get buried. Most of what's weighing down your field didn't even start with you. It's inherited, generational, collective, programmed since birth. But that doesn't mean it's permanent. You can clear it. Cleansing looks different for men and women. It's because your body holds energy differently. Your nervous system reacts differently. So your method of release has to match your internal wiring. For men, cleansing isn't about emotional breakdown. It's about releasing pressure in a controlled way. Men tend to store energy in the mind and body through overthinking, tension, and the constant need to stay composed. That emotional weight turns physical. Tight jaw, stiff shoulders, shallow breath. But here's the truth. You can't outthink what's stuck in your nervous system. You cleanse by engaging the body with intention, not through chaos, but through focused physical movement that brings awareness back into the body. Try this. Go lift weights, take a long walk without music, hit a cold shower, or practice breathwork with resistance. Let the movement act as the release valve. Not a distraction, but a reset. Then afterward, sit with the stillness. That moment after the movement is where the real clearing happens. Not in noise, but in calm. You don't need to fall apart, you just need space to exhale. For women, cleansing is about emotional release through presence. Women tend to absorb energy through their environment, relationships, unspoken emotions, social pressure, and hold it in the heart, womb, and nervous system. When you don't give yourself time to process, that energy becomes anxiety, burnout, and fatigue. You don't need to intellectualize what you're feeling. You need space to feel it safely and let it pass. Try this. Put on music that matches your mood and let your body move intuitively. Let the tears fall if they come. Take a hot bath and speak out loud what you're releasing. Your power is in your ability to flow, not suppress. Cleansing for women is about permission, not performance. Letting go happens when you stop rushing through your own emotions. So now your field is cleared. The noise is gone. But that's just the beginning. Because clearing alone doesn't give you power, it just creates a blank canvas. Real power comes when you program the field deliberately. That's what no one teaches you. Most people try to manifest from a place of static, chaos, fear. They wish, they hope, they script, and they affirm. But it's all layered on top of a scrambled signal. That's like planting seeds in concrete and wondering why nothing grows. You cleanse first. And now, you broadcast with precision. Forget vague vision boards and passive journaling. If you want your field to lock in a new reality, you need to feel it before it exists. This is where quantum intention setting comes in. Ask yourself, if it already happened, how would my body feel? How would I walk? How would my room look? What would I smell, hear, wear, say? That detail is what hacks the subconscious. Because the subconscious doesn't respond to language, it responds to sensory input and repetition. Here's the secret no one tells you. It's not the thought that creates. It's the field you broadcast while holding that thought. Example, you're visualizing financial freedom. Don't just see numbers in a bank account. Feel your body relaxed while drinking tea on a Tuesday morning with no pressure. Feel the weight in your shoulders gone. Picture checking your phone and seeing deposits, not with shock, but with calm expectation. Imagine having freedom to be and do whatever you want. Now you're speaking the language of energy. You've heard, raise your vibration. But what does that mean in practice? Not by faking it, but by aligning emotionally, physically, and energetically with who you're becoming. Movement is key. Your body carries memory, so when you move in new ways, you unlock new signals. Play frequencies, 432 Hz for heart opening or 528 Hz for DNA repair. Dance, not perform. Move how your soul wants to move. Speak your desires out loud with a smile, even if no one's listening. Dress differently. Rearrange your space. Eat like you love yourself. Every microaction is a vibrational anchor, and repetition equals resonance. Do it enough, and the field locks in. See, you don't have to force high frequency, you just have to stop reinforcing the old one. Once you've learned to feel it and broadcast it, you reinforce it until it becomes your baseline. This is your energy blueprint. A simple, non-negotiable system that keeps your frequency stable, no matter what happens externally. Think a morning ritual that ignites intention, like doing breath work, cold water, mirror command. A midday anchor that recenters your energy field. An evening integration that clears residue. It doesn't have to be complex, but it has to be intentional. That's how you stop reacting to energy and start leading it. So you're probably thinking, what if I miss a day? But that's the wrong question. The point isn't perfection. The point is that every time you return to your blueprint, you're training your energy to trust you again. And guess what happens once your energy field starts trusting you? Everything changes, quietly at first, then all at once. You stop chasing opportunities, and they start landing in your inbox at the exact right time. You stop over-explaining yourself, and people suddenly listen deeper when you speak. You stop fighting for validation, and start getting reflected back as the version you've been building in private. You'll notice the shift in small, undeniable ways. You think of someone, and they message you. You start a new habit, and synchronicities line up to support it. You walk into a space, and people adjust to your energy, not the other way around. You rest, and somehow get more done than when you were pushing. You speak your truth, and the right people show up with zero effort to convince. Manifestation stops feeling like effort and starts feeling like clarity. You're not trying to attract anything anymore. You are the thing that attracts. That's the moment your field locks in. When your frequency becomes stronger than your environment, this is when life starts responding to you like a mirror with perfect timing. Because you've stopped leaking, doubting, or hesitating, and started broadcasting your future self with conviction. This is how you become magnetic. Not through hustle, not through performance, but through energetic design. And once you understand that, you don't just attract the life you want, you command it. But here's the twist most people miss. True energetic design doesn't just happen in the big moments. It's not only during the deep meditations, the rituals, or the breakthroughs. It's in the in-between, the micro movements, the moments no one sees. Because mastery isn't always dramatic. Sometimes it's brushing your teeth while dancing like you're already free. These are energetic disruptions that rewire your frequency and break you out of low vibration autopilot. When you dance while brushing your teeth, you engage your body before your mind catches up. And that's how you bypass resistance. Another way is by smiling at yourself in the mirror, even if it feels fake. Your nervous system doesn't know the difference. You're training it to trust joy, or walk barefoot on grass or earth. Let the frequency of nature drain your static. Talk to yourself like you're a child you love. Soften your internal voice. Energy responds to tone before it responds to logic. Spin in a circle, laugh at nothing, hum for no reason, disrupt the seriousness. These are ancient energetic resets, masked as silliness. Look up at the sky for 60 seconds and do absolutely nothing. Let the world hold you. That pause, it expands your field. Say thank you after taking a breath. It programs your subconscious to associate survival with gratitude, not fear. Let yourself cry when it hits, but smile immediately after. That shift calibrates you to strength instead of shame. Compliment someone silently. Your energy field expands when you send energy without needing validation. Leave a voice note for your future self. Put your intention in sound form. Sound is structure in the energetic realm. Here's an example of a daily energy management toolkit you could use. In the morning, wake up and smile before you open your eyes, then stretch like a cat. No rules, no form, just move. Say something absurd out loud to break habitual thought loops. During the midday, walk barefoot or press your hand to a tree. Set a timer every hour, close your eyes and hum for 10 seconds. Leave a sticky note for your future self. Anywhere. Something nice. In the evening, turn off your phone. Dance in your room like you're 12 years old again. Look at yourself in the mirror and say, "We made it." Write in your journal everything that went well that day. And if this sounds too hard or impossible, it's not. Let's stop pretending that transformation is reserved for the lucky ones, the spiritual, the successful, the already healed. That's not true. That's a lie built to keep you small, to self-sabotage. Real transformation starts in the dirt, in the breakdowns no one sees, in the late-night spiral where your chest is tight and your mind won't shut off, in the "I can't do this anymore" moments that never get applause. You know what else begins in the dark? Seeds, roots, wombs, the stars. Everything that's real, everything that grows, starts in shadow, where it's quiet, where no one is watching, where the old version of you dies a little, so the real one can take root. So if you feel like you're behind, broken, or buried, good. That means you're exactly where transformation begins, and what comes next is entirely up to you. Here's the first step. Start the 30-day Energy Field Mastery Challenge. No fluff, no perfection. Just you, your energy, and the decision to finally take your power back. Because you've waited long enough, and the version of you who's already free, they're not far away, they're right here waiting for you to remember. Change your frequency, rewire your life. And this is not a routine. It's a ritual, a reset, a remembrance of who you actually are before the world told you to shrink. The rules. You must do something every day. Doesn't matter if it's 1 minute or 1 hour. Your field responds to consistency, not perfection. Track it. Keep a journal, a digital note, or mark it on your calendar. Why? Because when you track energy, you start to understand your own patterns. No skipping. If you miss a day, you restart. Not as punishment, but as a signal to your subconscious that you mean it this time. Don't just watch. Broadcast. This challenge is about embodiment, not consumption. Week 1. Awareness and field mapping. Goal: identify your leaks, patterns, and unconscious programming. Day 1. Journal prompt. Where am I leaking energy the most? Day 2. Spend 10 minutes in silence, no music, no phone. Just feel your field. Day 3. Track every interaction today. Who drains you? Who fuels you? Day 4. Do a body scan meditation and identify where you hold tension. Day 5. Speak this aloud. I am not my past. I am present now. Day 6. Say no to something out of alignment, even if it's small. Day 7. Mirror check. Look into your eyes for 3 minutes. No judgment, just awareness. Week 2. Cleansing and releasing. Goal: cut cords, release weight, reclaim energy. Day 8. Write a letter to someone you won't send. Release what's stuck. Day 9. Take a cleansing shower or bath. Speak out loud what you're letting go of. Day 10. Do a breathwork session. Box breathing, 4 in, 4 hold, 4 out, 4 hold. Day 11. Say, "This ends with me," every time you feel a familiar emotional trigger. Day 12. Cry, scream, move, let something out. No judgment. Day 13. Burn, rip up, or throw away something that represents your old identity. Day 14. Unfollow 5 accounts that drain you. Make room for higher frequencies. Week 3. Amplification and programming. Goal: lock in your next level frequency. Day 15. Visualize your future self waking up. What does the room smell like? What's on the calendar? Day 16. Create a playlist that matches your next level energy. Move to it. Day 17. Say your future self affirmations out loud in the mirror. Day 18. Rearrange something in your room that no longer matches who you are. Day 19. Walk as if your energy field is gold. Observe how people react. Day 20. Eat, dress, or move today like you already got the life you're calling in. Day 21. Write out your energy field blueprint, your new default state. Week 4. Embodiment and field integration. Goal: make this your new normal. Day 22. Perform 1 intentional act of silence. Disconnect to reconnect. Day 23. Help someone without needing credit. Feel your field expand. Day 24. Smile at yourself before sleep. Say, "We did good today." Day 25. Ground yourself barefoot in nature. Say thank you for no reason. Day 26. Repeat, "I am magnetic. My field speaks before I do." Day 27. Celebrate a small win, even if no one else sees it. Day 28. Speak your boundaries clearly today. Hold your frequency. Day 29. Watch your favorite scene from a movie that makes you feel powerful. Day 30. Write a letter to yourself from day 1. Read it out loud. You're not the same person anymore. Bonus activation. This is optional. Record a 30-second video of yourself every day saying, "This is who I am becoming. This is who I already am." By day 30, watch them all back to back. You'll see the shift. You'll feel the change. Because it's already happening. And the people you're about to meet, they're not gurus. They're not famous. They're not even real. But they're based on people just like you, the kind who quietly decided to change the frequency of their entire life. So meet Jack and Maya and Celine. They're not real, but everything they went through is, and parts of them you'll recognize. Here are 5 real-life transformation case stories of people. They look like you. They started where you are right now, but they chose different. Let me tell you about Theo. Theo was 42, successful, in shape, got the job, made the money, checked all the boxes. From the outside, he was killing it, but inside, he was drowning in quiet stress. No sleep, no peace. Always wired, always on, always holding it together. Tight chest, stiff jaw, constant pressure. And like most men, he called it normal, and just kept on pushing. Until one morning, his body said no. Mild heart attack. Now listen, this was a man who did everything right. Healthy food, steady income, no smoking, gym 3 days a week. And still, his nervous system broke down. Why? Because he ignored his energy field for 20 years. He thought being reliable meant suppressing how he felt. He thought being strong meant never resting. He thought being successful meant being stressed all the time. But that's the lie. They are feeding you. The moment Theo got up off that hospital bed, he made a new decision. No more running on empty. No more chasing. He was going to create it. He started with the basics, silent walks, saying no without guilt, and protecting his energy like it was his job. And guess what? His field cleared. His life caught up, not because of magic, but because he stopped abandoning himself. Theo's not just an example. He's a mirror. For every man who thinks burnout is strength. For every man who's silently unraveling because he's never been taught how to hold his own energy. So don't wait for your body to shut you down. Don't wait for collapse. Don't wait until it's too late. Right now, you still have the power to choose. While everyone else celebrated her success, she lived in a silent war. She didn't understand why small talk felt exhausting, why being in groups drained her for hours, why bright lights and loud voices made her want to disappear. So, she adapted. Fast. She learned early on, if she could perform well enough, they'd leave her alone. So she built masks, one for school, one for work, one for dating, one for family. Each one designed to blend in, because blending in felt safer than being misunderstood. She memorized facial expressions, practiced laughter, studied eye contact in the mirror like it was a skill she could master. And from the outside, she looked fine, smart, composed, even charming. But inside, she was managing her nervous system like it was a bomb that might go off at any moment. And the most exhausting part? She didn't even realize how much she was masking, because it had become automatic. It had become survival. But lately, something's been breaking through the surface. She's starting to listen to a voice that says, "You don't have to perform calm when you're overwhelmed. You don't have to carry the weight of the world in silence anymore." And little by little, every new day, she's resting without guilt, saying no without apology, letting go of conversations that leave her feeling hollow, letting herself stim, walk away, pause, breathe, without explanation. She's not trying to be normal anymore, she's trying to be free. And maybe she's not just one woman. Maybe she's thousands, quietly holding it together while their nervous systems scream for softness. And maybe this is your sign that you don't have to hold it all together anymore. And if you weren't convinced enough, know that there are people who can control energy, command health, wealth, influence, and even the perception of time itself. This sounds insane until you understand the science, the psychology, the history, and then it becomes obvious. You ever notice how some people recover faster? They get sick, but bounce back. They age slower, their skin glows, their nervous system resets quicker. They don't just take care of themselves, they know how to cleanse their energetic field. Two people eat the same food. One bloats, one digests with ease. Why? Because one's field is inflamed with emotional noise, and energy affects biology. And there is proof. Studies on biofields show that the body emits measurable electromagnetic energy. Stress distorts it. Meditation, breathwork, and grounding repair it. And energetic trauma often precedes physical illness. Your body responds to how your field is wired, not just what you eat, but what you think, feel, and absorb. Wealth doesn't come from work. It comes from resonance. Look at high-level entrepreneurs, artists, creators. They're not just working hard. They're aligned. They don't second-guess every move, and they project certainty, and reality bends to meet them. They trust instinct. They move from frequency, not fear. And when something doesn't work, they pivot, because they know their energy will recalibrate faster than their strategy ever could. They're not better. They're just broadcasting a stronger field. You've worked hard. You've done all the right things. You've stayed up late, you've sacrificed, but nothing sticks. Meanwhile, someone else does half the work, speaks less, and abundance flows to them like it's programmed. It's not luck, it's energetic permission. They gave themselves permission to trust the pull, not just the plan. They're not doubting every move. They're anchored in a field of certainty. And your field feels the difference. So does everyone else's. This is law. The law of vibration says everything is energy. The law of correspondence says your outer world reflects your inner world. The law of cause and effect says your results are tied to the frequency you emit, not just your actions. So here's the truth. You can work hard and still stay broke if your energy screams fear, confusion, or self-doubt. You can say all the affirmations, but if your field is unstable, money won't stay. Money doesn't chase potential, it chases resonance. The more you trust your energy, the more energy you have to attract what you want. Money responds to clarity, not desperation. If your field is saying, I need this or I'm not safe, money avoids you, because safety is the frequency of abundance. Opportunities flow to those who hold a stable, energetic set point under pressure. That means calm when others rush, clear when others collapse, focused when others get noisy. You feel wealth in a person before you see the numbers. Their posture, their tone, their decisions, their frequency tells the truth. But this is where most people block themselves. They've done the work, but they don't trust the signs. They don't trust their own field. They override the pull with logic. They talk themselves out of alignment because they're still performing for safety. You're not meant to chase proof. You're meant to listen to what your energy already knows. You're ready. You just don't trust that you are. The synchronicities showing up lately, that gut feeling, that person who randomly mentioned the exact thing you were thinking about, that idea that keeps pulling you but you keep putting off, that's not coincidence. That's your energy field trying to lead, and you keep asking for permission to follow it. But here's the truth. You are already open. Your field is already listening. The only thing left is for you to respond. We've been lied to about time. You were taught to treat it like it's fixed. 24 hours, never enough, always slipping away. But that's not how time actually works. According to the law of rhythm, everything in the universe moves in cycles. Breath, seasons, tides, thoughts, emotions, even your heartbeat. And when you move in rhythm with those cycles, time begins to stretch, not in a mystical way, in a nervous system way, in a flow state way. Because time is not just about minutes, it's about presence. Here's what happens energetically. When your field is scattered, jumping between thoughts, overthinking, multitasking, forcing, reacting, you create energetic noise. That noise burns time. Because your energy is leaking in 10 directions at once. Your nervous system goes into survival mode. Cortisol spikes, focus drops, you make mistakes, you rush, and the day evaporates. That's not time moving fast. That's your field being pulled out of alignment. But when you're centered, your energy is coherent. It's focused like a laser, not sprayed like static. Your body slows, your thoughts simplify, your breathing regulates, and suddenly, you get more done in 2 hours than you did in the last 2 days. Ever notice how 1 hour in a chaotic meeting feels like 5, but 1 hour doing what you love feels like 10 minutes? Or how time freezes when you're in danger or deep emotion? That's your field becoming hyper-focused, expanding your perception of the moment. And when you're scattered, scrolling, switching tabs, checking your phone between tasks, 3 hours pass and you can't even remember what you did. You don't need more hours. You need less distortion in your field. You don't need to move faster. You need to get present enough to let time stretch. Rhythm is the hidden key. You can't stay in high output forever. You need contraction after expansion. You need stillness after movement. You need to breathe between your efforts. Those who live in sync with their energetic rhythms don't run out of time. They flow with it. Stop splitting your attention. Use your breath to slow your field. Long exhale equals expanded time. Create energy rituals instead of to-do lists. Structure your day around energetic highs and lows, not just clock time. Stop glorifying speed. Start practicing clarity, because when your energy is coherent, time bends to meet you. And lastly, those who control energy don't need to beg for health. They don't chase wealth. They don't force influence. They don't run out of time. They hold a steady field, and reality rearranges around them, because they understand the one thing the world never taught them. You don't get what you want. You get what you are the energetic match to. They taught you how to chase, how to perform, how to manage your time, your image, your outcomes. But they never taught you how to manage your energy. And that's the reason it all feels so heavy, because your energy field, the one thing that determines what you attract, what you tolerate, what you create, was never protected, never understood, never trained, until now. So here's what you do next. Start small. One breath before you respond. One no that honors your nervous system. One moment of stillness, even if the world is rushing around you. Because when your energy field becomes sacred, your life becomes sovereign. This is where it shifts. Not when you learn more, but when you start acting like your energy is the message. You are the signal. You are the frequency. And your field tells the truth before you ever say a word. Strengthen it. Guard it. Live inside it like you belong there. Because you do. If you're ready to stop leaking power and start commanding your life from the inside out, start now. Don't just listen. Move. Breathe. Align. And remember, every moment is training. Everything you do is either strengthening your field or scattering it. So choose power. Choose coherence. Choose yourself. And watch what happens next. If this spoke to something inside you, then don't let the feeling pass. Subscribe to the free newsletter below. I will send you the 30-day Energy Field Mastery Challenge. This isn't just more content, but a deeper activation. Real tools, real shifts, delivered directly to your space. And if you want to keep going, watch this next video. Your field's already open. Don't stop the momentum now. Lastly, drop a comment below with the phrase, "I take my power back." That's the reminder. That's the code. Because when you protect your energy first, everything else falls into alignment. Thank you for listening. If you found value, leave behind a comment and I will try my best to reply to all comments. Till the next one.